Degloirespace signing in. Welcome to the third part of the definitive guide to being single. Let us begin with a fact that whether you're with someone or not with somebody, you are alone. And the word alone gets very much confused with the word lonely. I want you to see that the word alone, if we see it in a very different way, it's made up of two sections. All, one. Put them together, get rid of one L. Alone. In the time that we are single, one thing we can do for ourselves is learn to be alone. Not lonely, but alone. We need to learn how to be complete. Or maybe not complete, but to have the knack of being complete. A reference point. You see, life is in a constant flux, constant change. So what could be complete today might tomorrow be missing a piece. So we don't want to say, oh, I'm complete and that's it. It's a constant work. Though every day that you live is a new day. Don't think you're going to get to a point where I'm complete and it's all over. Now I got it all done. Life is in constant evolution. There's always new beginnings and old things are dying all the time. And there's nothing you can do about that. If you want me to talk like other channels where they say to you, oh, manifest the life that you want. And then you manifest, okay, this is the dream that they sell. You manifest that life and that's it. You're there. It's all over. What a load of shit. If life worked like that, there'd be formulas on how to live. That's it. Do this, and that's it. It's all done. But life has these spices on it. And those spices, they're unpredictability. Let's learn to face life as a whole. Yes, there is a way to do that. A holistic approach. If you just try to work on the exterior of your house and you forget the interior, you got issues. And if that fits your vision or goal to how you want to approach your life, subscribe to the channel. I'm sure you'll find much value here. Back with the program. So you find yourself one way or another single. What are the definitive steps that you can take? Number one, invest in yourself. For God's sake, you pay premiums on cars, on experiences, on how you dress, on what you eat. But the one thing you don't pay a dime for, or when you do it, you're like, oh, should I, shouldn't I, is in yourself when you're investing in you. It's kind of like you get a very old motherboard for a computer, and then you say, oh, this is a cheap one. I'll put this one. That'll be the core. That's the core of my computer. And now I'll buy the latest mouse. I'll buy the latest keyboard. I'll buy flashing lights, amazing speakers. But the core of your computer, you've not spent money on that. You've spent money on all the gadgets around it, just not the core of your computer. And you know what's going to happen? The hardware, that origin, that core of your computer, is going to reject most of those things that you bought for it. It's not going to really do much with it. That is the one investment that doesn't depreciate. All the other things that you bought, that you pay for, they depreciate. Food goes away. You're going to need to eat tomorrow. Experiences, yeah, they wear out after a while. You forget. Relationships, hey, once you have a breakup and then that person becomes cold and distant, you even wonder, what the hell was all this? How do you invest in yourself? Build your health, your discipline, your lifestyle, your inner peace and your outer peace. Spend money on things that make you grow as a person. Spend time on things that make you grow as a person. Find a hobby and become a master in that skill. When you become a master at something and you invest a lot in a hobby, for example, a passion, it actually makes your time more valuable, taking away the need for you to be cheap with your time. Make time to sit down and listen to yourself. Switch everything off and just listen to your thoughts. See what's going on inside your head. See how you're feeling. See what your attitude is like. And when you're doing that, don't judge it. Just sit and listen. Watch it as if you're listening to a playlist, as if you're watching a movie. Regain confidence in the beauty of your inner world. You will start valuing your time. And when you value your time, you are less likely to share it with people who are going to treat your time cheaply. Number two, look at yourself as a whole entity. Don't look at yourself as divided parts. Now, this reminds me of a quote that Jesus says, "Be perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect." And this perfection is just you looking at everything in you as important. It's not like, oh, this is less important, I push this aside. Oh, my passions, yeah, that's not that important. My wealth, oh, I'm not a worldly person. Your health, your wealth, your spirituality, your passions, all of these things are you. Don't neglect them. Whatever you neglect, sooner or later becomes the place where you will fall. Let me take you on a bit of a mythological trip. If any of you have ever read, the ancient Greek stories or Sumeria or Roman time, you'll find that people used to believe in many gods, different gods. And, if something in your life was lacking, you'd go to that god and ask that god to help you out. The problem would always happen in the stories that you go to that god, and then you give that god, another god says, hey, why did you go give that god? And he gets angry. And so you end up in an imbalance. Some people from ancient times worked out that we need to unite all of the gods. And that's where the idea of one God started coming in, that we need to view ourselves as one. Sometimes you might need to concentrate a little bit more here than there. That's fine. But as long as in your mind you know that they're not in conflict, it's just that I can only do so much. Number 3, remove unwanted rubbish. When you're constantly evolving and working on your inner game, you start knowing what's required and what's not, what's draining your energy and what's not draining your energy. You start seeing that every human being has a unique way of getting to success. They're not totally different. They have common factors, and that's why we can talk to each other, but you do have a unique way of getting to it. That's why you need to be involved in your work. And the sooner you can see this, the sooner the investment that you're applying to yourself becomes solid. You'll create real confidence, true confidence in yourself, not dependent on outside approval. Rather, you develop a conviction in who you are. So let's reiterate. Being single doesn't mean you're stagnant. Build, create, dream. This is the time for you. See that being alone is not the same as being lonely. One of them is building, being stronger. The other one is like, I'm feeling sorry for myself. You'll be able to turn heads without trying to, because the moment you go into this journey, you become just more beautiful. And it doesn't matter what you look like, what all that. Just you applying this confidence that comes out of you like this, it's genuine confidence. That's why everybody loves. And you're not doing it because everyone else loves it. It's a byproduct. If you use that single time well, it becomes a phase of power. You fix your financial game, your emotional state, and your physical state. And a byproduct of that is attraction. You become attractive. And I mean it in both how you are and also using the manifestation, because you're in line with what you want. You're not playing manipulative games. The foundation of all this is that you're doing it for yourself. You're not changing because someone else, you're single now. You're just on your own going, you know what, I want to be a better person. And then, even if love comes later from someone else, you're already a winner. You're entering this as, I'm worthy. The best relationships come to people who are already in motion. You're not sitting around waiting for someone. You're doing your thing. You're in motion. If somebody comes and joins you, great. If no one does, you're still on your journey. Degloirespace, signing out.